Hello everyone, welcome back to the new video. In this video, we'll be looking at the introduction to reading section. I will be uploading the videos for reading sections first, then for writing section, then for listening section, and at last I will be covering speaking section. In this video, we'll be covering first of all the basics for the reading that you need to know before starting the preparation. Then we'll be knowing about the question types that are being asked in the real examination. After that, we'll be looking at the things that you need to follow and you need to do in order to solve those question types in a specific manner. Then we'll be looking at the real examples of the question types so that you can be aware what's coming on your way. Let's begin with the basics of reading section. In reading section, you will be having a total of 40 questions in the real examination paper and you need to complete those 40 questions in a limited time frame of 60 minutes. There are total of 3 passages for which the level of difficulty will be increasing when you will move from passage 1 to passage 3. The questions that are asked in the real examination can be of different types and can be anywhere from 5 to 6 different question types when it comes to solving those questions and answering those in a limited time frame. After that, those question types can be in order and not in order, which will be discussed in detail in the later section in this video. One thing you need to keep in mind is that you need to immediately transfer the answers to an OMR sheet that will be given to you on the exam date. You will be offered no extra time to transfer your answers. So you need to transfer the answers right away when you find them. Now let's look at the question types that are being asked in the original exam. You may face short answer question type or fill in the blank question type, or you may face yes no not given question type. A variation of yes no not given question type is true false not given question type. The strategies in order to solve these questions is different, though they look similar. Then we have summary question type, after which headings. Then you may face locating information type of question in your exam. Then we have matching question types, after which you have multiple choice questions. Then you can face a diagram question in the real exam. Then you may face a table. At last, you can also face a completion type of question. In order to tackle these questions, you need to keep in mind many things, among which you have to know which questions come in order and which question doesn't come in order. So first we look at the questions that come in order. First, we have yes no not given and true false not given. They always come in order. Another question type that is seen to be in order is multiple choice question type. Then we have fill in the blank question type. After that, we have another question type that always comes in order, and that is short answer. Then we have another question type which comes in order is flowchart. At last, we have headings and section title. All these 6 question types always come in order. Now let's look at the question type that mainly comes in order. Whenever you tackle this kind of question type, you need to keep one thing in mind, that they can be in order, but it is not compulsory that they will be in order in the real exam. The question types which include mainly in order question type are first table questions, then you have sentence completion type questions, then you have diagram questions, and at last, in mainly in order question type, you may face a summary kind of question. All these questions need to be solved while keeping in mind that these can be in order and can not be in order. Now let's look at the things that you need to follow in order to tackle the question types that we have discussed. First thing that you need to do is underline or highlight keywords in the question. It is very important to highlight or underline a keyword because that keyword will be contained in the passage. The keyword that you select is very important because the keyword will give you a brief idea about where your answer can lie in the passage. While highlighting or underlining a keyword, you must need to keep in mind that the keyword should not change in the passage. For example, if you have 1840 in the question, you need to highlight that because that will not change in the passage. So choosing or underlining a keyword is very important. Then we have here is that look for the keyword in the passage. You have to look for a specific keyword that you have underlined into the passage. It is very important to know where your keyword lies, and this can save a lot of time. While doing these two things, you also need to keep in mind that the order and not in order strategy needs to be applied every now and then, because the question types can be in order and not be in order. So you must have an idea which questions and which answers will be in order and where to look and when to look. The strategy application will be discussed in the upcoming videos, so stay tuned for that. Now let's start with the question types. I will be displaying the question types as it is they are asked in the original examination. I will wait for you to look at those questions so that you can have a brief idea about what's coming your way. First, we have short answer question type, and here it is how it look like. Before starting to solve any question, you first need to read the instructions. I call them rules. So the rule for this question type is choose no more than two words from the passage for each answer. You have to stick by the rule that is being given or being displayed above the question. Now I will wait for you to watch the question type and have a brief idea about it. Now let's move towards another question type, which is fill in the blank question type. You are well aware about how the fill in the blank question type look like. So the instruction for fill in the blank question type, or we can say rule for it, is choose one word from the passage for each answer. Now let's move towards another question type, which is true false not given question type. This is a kind of question type which confuses your mind. The practice regarding the same will be uploaded in the future, so stay tuned for it. You can have a look how the true false not given question type is being displayed in the original examination. Now let's move towards the next question type, which is multiple choice questions. You may have solved many multiple choice questions till today, but with IELTS you need to choose between those by the level of language understanding that you have. Next in the sequence, we have another question type, which is flowchart completion. Keep in mind that it is a completion kind of question type. The new thing with the flowchart completion question type is that the information will always follow some steps. There is a new kind of instruction given here, which is choose no more than two words and or a number from the passage for each answer. You can get a hint from this kind of instruction that at least one of the blanks will contain a number. So this kind of things or hints you can guess from the instruction itself. So never miss the instruction, or in my language, rules. Next, in the row, we have another question type, which is matching paragraph headings. In this question type, you will be given some lists of heading which you will need to match with the paragraphs. Keep in mind that the list of the headings will be more in number as compared to the paragraphs in order to confuse you. So you need to choose the best heading suitable for each paragraph. Have a look. After matching paragraph heading, we have another question type, which is matching list. So in this, we have list of people. You will use the list of the people, name, etc. in order to match with the information that is given. Keep in mind that the name of the people will be matched to their own dialogues and their own ideologies. So one hint that you can get from this question type is that the answers will be hidden in the inverted commas, which will be displayed in the passage clearly. So solving this kind of question type becomes a lot easier when you know where to look. After matching list question type, we have the sentence completion question type. In sentence completion question type, you will need to complete the sentence that is being displayed as a question with the things that are being displayed in the table. So for example, the 30th number of the question needs to be matched from the letters A to E. Have a look. After sentence completion type of question, we have the diagram. In diagram, you need to keep in mind that there will be a lot of information that will be provided in the passage related to the diagram, and you will need to paraphrase it and combine all the information given to display the objects that are in the diagram. Have a look. After the diagram question type, you will encounter another question type in the examination, which is paragraph matching. This is a difficult type of question type because you need to match the paragraphs with the sentences that are being displayed as questions. So you need to match 6 paragraphs that are from A to F in this particular question type with 14 to 70s. Mark one thing here, that the number of paragraphs are more than the number of options given, and you need to also take in consideration the note that is being displayed here. You may use any letter more than once. Next, we have in the question type is the summary kind of question type. The summary is a little bit difficult for most of the people because it is a paraphrased form of the ending paragraph in the passage. The maximum paraphrasing will be found in the summary question type. So have a look. At last, you will be having a variation of summary question type, which will be summary with some list of words. This is a little bit easier than the summary question type because here you will be having suggestions given to you from which you will need to choose an answer and put it in the blanks as a summary. Have a look. So thank you. I will be uploading the next videos in which I will contain the practice sessions with the question types so that you can know how to solve every question type and score more in reading section. Thank you. Stay tuned for next videos and please subscribe to my channel. This is Deep signing off.